OBXAV by Arturia. And so before I'm releasing my full tutorial that will cover pretty much everything in this wonderful synthesizer, in this wonderful recreation, I just thought it would be pretty cool to show you the very first section here, the master and the voices, to give you a taste of what is possible and what's going on here in this synthesizer. So let's get started. First of all, I have the default setting here. That's just a basic sawtooth. In the master section, we have volume. Right now it's set to -20. Double click will get you back to the default setting. Hold will get you to just hold the note. So I'm playing something and it will stick there. Right, and there is a limit for the polyphony, and then the first one will be kicked off by the new one. Next we have chords. So first of all, if I engage this, nothing will happen because I need to set the actual chord. So clicking the select here, I can set a chord. And I can set to something else. Very nice. And then, of course, you can create whatever chords you want, for example. Right. And then, again, if you want to disengage, click the chord. Next, we have master tuning, and that goes from -12 semitones to +12 semitones. So that is it for the master section. And next we have voices. So for the voices section, I think you need to get excited because there are a couple of things here that are pretty cool. So first of all, we have detuning, and that detuning actually works together with the unison. So right now, if I'm playing something, nothing really happens. Let's kick in the unison. You get the idea, right? We have a lot of other voices in play here, and that's 8 voices. So you can do it very gently or go overboard. So that's the unison. Next we have stereo and panning spread. And right now what I want to do is I want to show you here couple of analyzer here. We have the scope and we have the analyzer, the frequency analyzer, and I need those in order to give you a sense of what is going on. So right now when I'm clicking the pan here, you'll see a shadow here. You see that voice pan. Let's click that, and then we can set different panning for each voice. So right now it's all set in the middle, and let's play something and have a look here at the stereoscope. Right in the middle, right? That's what we have. Now I'm gonna play with the spread. Not much is happening. Now let's change the position here. One for the left and for the right. Left, right, left, right, and so on. And now when I'm playing with the spread, this is what happens. Right, so I can just set each of these voices to different panning position, and we can add the unison and the detuning. Right, and this is the idea. Now, next we have the stereo. Let's click this stereo and go back to 0 and play something. So everything is here in the middle. And let's remove the unison. And now what you can see here is that we have three different sections. We have oscillator, filter, and LFO, and we're going to affect those with the spread. So let's play with that. So even without doing anything, the spread knob with the stereo will give us a lot of added stereo spreading, and that's already, I mean, you don't need to do anything. Go to stereo, and we already have something. Next, we can say which of these models we want to actually affect, the oscillator, filter, and LFO. So let's start with the filter, with the middle one here, and let's engage that all the way so we will get the full effect. And what I'll do here is I'll go to the filter section, which I'll explain further in the full tutorial. And we can set the resonance to something like not too crazy. And now let's play. Nothing really happens. What we need to do is we need to set the amount. And now let's see how that works. So right now nothing happens, and we need to set the spread. Next we have the rate. The rate, and the rate will give us between 0 and 3 hertz of movement here. And you can see the indicator here. So that's the idea here, how to modulate the filter. Next we can do the same thing with the oscillator. I can set that all the way just for fun. And now let's see how that works. And the final section would be the LFO. So let's disengage those two, and we'll just set the LFO for now. And let's see how that works. So right now, if I'm engaged with the LFO, that's the bottom one here, I need to set the LFO to actually work on something. So I can do that very easily here in the modulation section, and I can set it to something, I don't know. And you can very easily recognize the LFO it kicks in and works. So that's the basic idea. Again, let's just recap what we have. We have the pen spread, where we can set each voice to different direction and different panning. And then we have the stereo to control how we want to spread either the oscillator, filter, or the LFO across the stereo field. So these are the very first two sections of this synthesizer. I hope that was helpful for you, and stay tuned for the full and very detailed training or tutorial that I will upload as soon as I can. And just a quick request, if you like this video, show it, just press the like button. If you're into synthesizers and plugins and whatever, check out my channel. I have lots of stuff and I'm uploading all the time. And so subscribe. That's the basic thing to do. Subscribe so you'll get updates. Hit the bell if you want to get those notifications. And most importantly, leave comments. I really appreciate any comment. And if you have a question or anything, let me know. you know, leave the comment. I'll do my best to answer if I know the answer. If I don't know, I'll tell you that I don't know, and that's fine too. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for sticking around, and that's it for now. Bye bye.